Hello guys, welcome back again to another YouTube video where we make this incredible warm cozy sweater. These are the items you're going to need to start making our sweater. So first we're going to need a ball of yarn, and I'm using yarn at 8, a measuring tape, a pair of scissors, stitch markers, and a crochet hook. And for me, I'm using a 3mm crochet hook. So I recently learned that to untangle your yarn properly, just take it from the middle, and this is how you do. So to start off, you're going to make a slip knot and basically just wrap around the yarn around your finger and insert the crochet hook and pass it through. It's a little bit tricky, but you will get there. So after this, we're going to chain. For me, I went with a total of 100 chains, and I was going to a measurement of around 22 inches. My measuring tape to see if I've reached my desired length, and you can see it's up to 20, but if I stretch the back, it reaches up to 22 inches, and this is what I want my measurement to be. So next, you're going to chain 2. After chaining 2, you're going to count back 1, 2, 3, and into your third chain, you're going to insert a double crochet, and this is going to be the first chain that you made, which is the 2 chains you added extra, and this is going to be your first row. So the first row is going to be a row of double crochet. So you're going to do the row of double crochet all the way up to the end of the chain, and I'll meet you guys when you reach the end of the chain. So at the end of the chain, guys, you're going to chain one last double crochet, then you're going to chain 2, and you're going to turn your work over and continue through the So this is after 3 rows, and that's how the project is looking, and you're going to continue increasing the rows until you reach your desired length. And for me, I'm going for a length of 9 inches, so I'm going to add a few more rows, and I'll meet you guys after I've reached 9 inches, because I need to change the color to a different color. Sorry guys, I went ahead to change the color to black without showing you how I did it, but don't worry, I'm going to show you later on how I did the color change. So right now, this is the length of my gray color, and as I've measured it, it's going to reach up to around 8-9 inches. Yeah, so right now I'm just going to add a little bit of black because I want my top to be my sweater to be of 3 colors. So it's a gray, black and white color. So I'm going to make the black color to around 2 inches long, and I think this will probably be around 4 rows. So this is the first row that I'm doing, and I'm going to continue to add 3 more rows, and I'll see you guys after the 3 rows are done, so I can show you guys the color change. I've come to the end of the black color, and I want to do a color change to white, and this is how I did it before. So just take the rope, the cotton yarn, tie it around your finger and pass it through the 2 remaining stitches. Remember, you have to leave 2 remaining stitches of the last row so you can do the color change. So after doing this, you're just going to chain 1, 2, and I don't like to leave the yarn here untangled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it a little bit, just like tie it once, and then just make it to be very tight. And from here on, you're just going to continue with the row. And this is my 3rd color, and this is white. So I'm going to add the white color all the way up to the neck. So I have reached the length that I want my neck to start, and I'm going for a V-neck. So here I've placed some stitch markers to show the size of the length that I'm going for, and from here on I'm going to make a V-neck from this point to this point, and from the other side as well. I'm going to make it ascending, so it's going to be ascending in that form, or as going to be descending downwards but ascending upwards. So I'll show you how I did it. So first, you're going to take your yarn and continue stitching up to the last part where you want your mark to be, and when you reach this point, you're going to put double crochet, but don't close it. Remove the stitch marker, and you're going to make another row of double crochet just after the stitch marker you had placed into the next double crochet. And from here on, you're going just to yarn over, pull through 2 of the double crochet, just 1, 2, and over, double yarn over again and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. So this is going to be our decreasing. This is going to be our first decrease. So you're going to chain 2, turn your work over, and you're basically going to repeat the same thing. So you're going to make a double crochet, just yarn over, pull through the first double crochet, yarn over again, pull through the second double crochet, and then now you're going to pull through all the chains. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2, and that's how you made our decrease. So from here on, you're just going to repeat the normal double crochet all the way up to the back, and you're going to repeat the same process up to the height that you want your neck to be. once you reach this point again, you're going to repeat the same thing to decrease the neck size. So repeat the same process as before. Insert double crochet into the first, insert the second one, and also don't pull all the double crochet. Pull through 2, pull through another 2, and pull through the last 2. So I'm just going to make the last row and cut off my yarn. So this is how the neckline is looking right now when you had made the decreases. As you see, it's going to be branching outwards and not straight, because we want it to be making to form like a little bit of a square shape. Yeah, so this is how I finished the first side, and this is the second line. I'm going to repeat the same thing I did on this side, and voila. So this is how our neckline is right now. And since we did this is the first part of our sweater, so guys, you have to go ahead and do the second part of the sweater, the same process we did before, like this one. And so here is our second part. I already went ahead and did it. So this is the second part. Here I'm just aligning it together to see that it fits perfectly with the other side, and also to check the neckline fits perfectly. So after seeing that everything fits, now I'm going to make a ribbing at the bottom of the sweater so that it can be a little bit stretchy, because if I leave it like this, it's not going to be cinched properly. So I want to make a ribbing at the bottom of this sweater. So I want my ribbing to be of black color, and I'm using the black yarn. So you're going to start with the basic slip knot. So take your yarn, wrap it round around your finger and pull through. The slip knot is a little bit tricky, so you have to make it very nicely. So wrap your yarn around your finger and pull it through. Next, I'm going to attach my slip knot on the main body of my project, and which is the first panel. So where you're going to attach it is at the last corner at the first double crochet space. So insert your hook and pull through the slip knot that you just made. And from here on, guys, I'm just going to make a chain of 8 chains, because I want the height of the ribbing to be around 2 inches. So I'm going to chain around 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So guys, remember I did a total of 8 chains, because 7 are going to be my working chains, and the 8th chain that I did, this is going to be my turning chain. So after adding the 1 extra chain, which is the 8th chain, I'm going to go back making slip knots up the way back to the main body. So basically, to make the slip knot, you just insert your hook, pull through the yarn, and pull through the chain that you had before in your hook. So you're going to make the slip stitch, all the way up to the main body of the project. Once you reach the body panel, you're just going to insert another slip knot at the end. So this will be like our turning chain. Yeah. So we already did like 2 rows of slip knots. So we're going to come back again with another slip stitches. So you're going to go back on the back. Don't insert your hook as normally as you do. Just insert on the back thread to do the slip stitch. So insert on the back side and just pull through all the way up to the 7th chain. And remember, guys, the 8th chain, you can always count your stitches when you are doing the ribbing, just to make sure everything is accurate. So on the 7th chain, you're going to insert the slip stitch, and from here on, you're just going to do a chain of 1 because this is our turning chain, and you're going to go back to the main body, doing the same thing, slip stitch all the way back. Once you reach the main body, you're going to insert another slip stitch, and then you're going to do 2 slip stitches on the main body because you want to decrease the size of the body so it can be cinched. So you're going to slip stitch 1 and 2, and then you're going to just repeat the same thing. Go back all the way up to the main slip stitches. So slip stitch up the chains, then come back down the same way, slip stitches. But once you reach the main body of the project, you're going to slip stitch 2 times so that it can be decreasing the size of the chain that you'll be making. So after a few rows of slip stitches, this is how my project is looking, and I'm going to slip stitch through all the way up to the end. So guys, this is my project right now after doing the first panel and the second panel. As you can see, it's a little bit cinched, not like before, because it's going to be making a little bit of a stretchy feeling. So as you can see, like that. So once you join them together, you'll see that the size around your waistline is going to be a little bit smaller compared to before, which was going to be a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do, guys, ahead, I'm going to make the hand panels, and from here on I just want to measure the size of the hands that I want to do and start making the hand panel. So measure the height, the size of the hand that you're going for, and then if you want, you can join the parts together right now. So guys, let's start making the hand panel, and from here on, since the beginning chain I did 100, here I went for a total of around 50 chains to make the hand panel. So we're going to repeat the same thing that we did before in the panel. We're going to start with the slip knot and we're going to chain 50. The reason why we're chaining 50 is because once the hand panel is full, you're going to fold it into 2 so they can fit your hand properly. So here are my stitches, and remember guys, once you read the stitches that you want, you have to make 2 more because these are going to be our turning chains. So 1, 2, and in the 3rd stitch you're going to insert your first double crochet. This is our second double crochet, as the first double crochet is the first 2 chains that we had made. So you're going to continue making the double crochets all the way back up to the end of the chain. So this was our first double crochet, the 2 chains that we had added extra. So slip stitch, make double crochet all the way up to the end. This is how it's going. So once you reach the end, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work over, and you're going to repeat the same thing, a row of double crochet. So this is going to be our second row of double crochet, and you're going to do this all the way up to the end of the chain, up to the end of the row. And for me, I'm going to do a little more extra rows so that it can be a little bit of around the same thing I did to the body panel. So around, for example, 9 inches, and then I change the color to black, and we'll see from there how everything goes. So I've reached the length that I want, and I'm going to do a color change, and I'm going to change to black. And here as well, I'm watching my favorite YouTube, and that's just Wendy Tracy. So I'm going to do the last few double crochets and leave 2 chains so that I can do a color change. I almost forgot and did close up, so I'm putting the black yarn. So just wrap it around my finger and pull it through, and then chain 2. You can check her videos out. I enjoy watching her videos. Just Wendy Tracy. So chain 2, turn your work over, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the first panel. I'm going to do a row of 4 black rows. 4 black rows. So first I'm cutting the yarn, then finish on the 4 rows, and I'll meet you guys at the end of the black rows. I've reached another point to do the color change, and I'm going to put my white yarn next. So I'm going to take the white yarn, wrap it around the finger a little bit, and pull through with my crochet hook. And chain 2. Always chain before you cut the other yarn so that the yarn doesn't detangle itself. So chain 2, cut off the yarn, and then continue crocheting another row of white. And I'm going to crochet all the way up to the top, because this one I'm not going to do any decreases as it's the hand, and I'll meet you guys at the top of the hand because we're going to do another ribbing. And remember guys, I'm going to insert a ribbing in the description below so that you can know how I always did the ribbing. So make the last panel of white all the way up to the height that you want your hands to be. So here I'm done, guys, with the first panel of the hand, and I'm going ahead to make another second panel for the other hand, and I'm going to repeat the same thing as I did here because I want the panels to be the same. So this is my first panel, and this is my second panel as well. So these two panels fit together perfectly, and now I'm just going to join them to the main body. But before doing so, I also have to make a ribbing at the bottom the same way I did with the ribbing on the main project of the body. So repeat the same ribbing at the bottom in the gray part so that the hand area can be cinched and be reduced so that it can fit your wrist properly. So here it's my crochet project, and I've just gone ahead to join the two parts of the neck together. So as you can see, I've joined them using the stitch markers, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to attach my hands as well. But before I do so, I'm going first to to single crochet into the neck part to join the two sides of the neck together, this side and the other side as well. So I'm going to use a single crochet method to join the two parts together. So we're going to start always with our slip knots. After doing the slip knot, you're going to insert the slip knot into the beginning chain of your main body part around the neck area. So insert your hook into the two parts, into the first panel and into the second panel on the same side, because the two panels fit exactly the same and of the exact measurement. So pull through your slip knot, and here you're going just to join them together using single crochet. And remember, guys, you can always hide your endings when you are joining the two parts together. So I'm hiding my part, but I'm just going to remove the stitch marker over here so that it doesn't distract me, and just put it a little bit in front. We're going to join the two parts together using single crochet. So go ahead and join this side and also join the other side as well, and I'll meet you guys after I'm done. So guys, I've finished joining the two parts together, and this is the area around the neck. As you can see, it's looking like a little bit of a diamond shape. Yeah, so this is the first panel and this is the second panel, and this is the first hand. As you can see, the ribbing at the end to make the hand fit properly around the wrist. And also the other side, I have the other hand that I just want to join them together, but I've just tucked them through with the stitch marker so that I can know how to fit them correctly in the proper space. So just go ahead, guys, and join all the parts together from here and also on the other side. So I've finished joining the two parts together, and you can see this is the line that it left inside, as this is the inside of the body, as the main part it's on the other side. After I finish joining the hands, I'm just going to fold it into two and make sure each of the panels are aligning properly before I go ahead and stitch the neck. But first I have to go ahead and stitch the hands together, but as you can see, everything just fits perfectly. these are the seams. So now what you're going to do next, guys, is you're going to join the whole body together, and you're going to start so by joining from the hands all the way down to the ribbing space at the hem of your waistline. So you're going to take first the first hand, start joining from up here the ribbing, and I'm going to join them according to the colors I've used. So on the black ribbing, I'm going to use in the black color. On the gray part, I'm going to use the gray color, and on the white part, I'm going to use the white color. So join them all the way up to the end from one side, and you reach through, cut the yarn, and also redo the other side as well. So guys, this is my project that I've already joined all the pieces together, and this is how it looks. This is the first hand, the bottom part how it's looking, and the other hand as well. So the only part that is left for me to do, guys, right now is to join the neckline area, and I'm going to do the ribbing as well on the neck. So it can be like on the bottom part, so that it can be cinched properly around my neck and doesn't come down, or it doesn't like it can fit my neck area nicely. So first I'm going to take my yarn, always I'm going to start with a slip knot. So I'm going to insert my slip knot at the part around the neck area which I joined the two parts together, because I'm going to start from here and also end it here. So I'm going to do the same thing I did in the bottom hem, and I'm going to chain a total of 8 chains. And remember, 7 will be my working chains, as the 8th chain will be my turning chain. So I did a total of 8 chains, and I'm just going to go back using the slip stitch method up to the beginning of the chain. Guys, remember to always count your stitches so that you don't get confused when you are doing the slip stitches, as it's always very, very confusing. You can either skip a stitch or do an extra stitch at the end. So guys, once we reach the main body part, you're going to slip stitch inside the next double crochet space. And after you do this, guys, you're going to do another 2 more slip stitches in the main body part, as we want the neckline to decrease in size. So you're going to do another slip stitch. And after this, you're just going to go back the previous slip stitches that we had done going up the neck. So remember, guys, we'll only be doing on the back side, the back slip, and remember to do a total of 7 slip stitches and a 1 chain to be turning the work to come back to the main body part. Guys, are going to continue doing this all the way around the neck area until you come to the first place where you started the chain. And then, guys, you're just going to slip stitch down, joining the 2 parts together, and you'll be finished with this. So guys, I'll meet you guys when I'm done slip stitching and show you my project.
see getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day.